Hey my lovely babes and babettes and every babe in between. Okay, so before I start the video, let's address the three elephants in the room. My background, me, and my last video. I decided to change the background because it didn't really make sense, so I changed it to a comedy club stage because why not? It's my channel, I do what I want. I changed the art style of my character because I felt like I needed a better art style. Plus, I wanted new poses. And my last freaking video. Holy hecking heck, the support on that video was more than astonishing. Thank you guys so much. I know it's not a lot for some, but that's a lot for me. And everyone was just so kind and just thank you. Okay, onto the video. Okay, so I'm not gonna be saying her full name. Her full name is Cutie Pun Pun, but that's a little extra, so I'll just be calling her Cutie. Cutie is a fairly popular gotcha tuber who does really good animation memes, but recently she's been under fire for tracing a hand of a recently deceased artist and not giving credit. What makes the situation worse is one, her half-butt apology, which we'll get to later in the video, and two, the gotcha community itself. The gotcha community is full of kids, so they blow the whole thing out of proportion and they don't even know how to address the situation properly. I'm gonna get this part from Spoctor, but they can't even form their own opinions. They hear one person saying one thing and then they repeat it themselves while doing little to no research for themselves. Also, just a side note, I just think it's funny that they're tearing this girl down for tracing, but the whole community is basically based off of tracing. Even before Looney said it was okay, which I don't think he even did, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But, you know, let's all be hypocrites here. After the traced hand was discovered, people started going through her videos and picking out other stuff she's traced. She also uses bases but never credits the artist she got the base from. A lot of people are mad at her Spice Boyfriend meme because she used a base for the thumbnail and one, didn't credit the artist, and two, it seems to be monetized, so therefore she's making money off of it, right? Right? No. The song she used is copyrighted, therefore her video will be copyrighted. Therefore, any money she makes goes directly to the artist of the song. So no, she's not getting any money off of the video. But that still doesn't make what she did any better. Okay, let's look at some other stuff she's traced. Now, to determine if someone has traced or not, you want to see if the lines like meet up, if they all add up. If they're all lining up, guess what? That means it's traced. But I know a lot of people change minor things like making legs skinnier or something like that, so you can't definitely say they traced, but even then it's usually very obvious. Referencing is looking at something and drawing it or taking inspiration from it. There's a difference. Here's one. You can clearly see every single line adds up. They all match. So yes, she did trace this. Here's another. And here's another. When people make videos here, the comments on that video are always like, she only traced the hand. Obviously, it's much more than just the hand. And the fact that she won't actually apologize for what she did is worse. She posted a YouTube video called Explaining My Side of the Story. This is what was supposed to be the apology video that we all wanted, but you can barely even call this an apology. So let's read it. It starts with, "Hello everyone, especially to my avid and loyal subscribers. I would just like to defend and clear myself regarding the tracing issues that some people are accusing me of. To the extent that they said that they have proof about the conversation that I admitted that I am tracing. The convo that they screen record, grammar, is edited. To some of my subscribers and friends who knows me, you knew that this is not the way I make conversations. The wording's use is not mine. She mentions this fake combo. I knew and saw it. It's just not important, so I'm not going to discuss it. If you want to see it, Spockter semi covers it. But next paragraph. I admit that sometimes I use reference but forget to give credits to the owner, and I apologize for that. But as you know, using reference is different from tracing. I obviously do agree that there is a difference between referencing and tracing, but as we just saw, she clearly traces. She then shows the art that she referenced off of, but we all know it was traced, and then she credits the artist. But if she doesn't know who the artist is, she just says she doesn't know who the artist is. Okay, next paragraph. At first, I was very devastated and depressed.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
To the point that I considered disabling my account. But with the advice of some of my friends in YouTube, ever supporting parents to ignore the haters and bashers, because I know to myself that my conscience is clean. I'm creating edits and drawing because this is what I love. I just want to gain friends in this community. Oh dear Lord. Okay, now she's pulling the victim card. I hate when people do this when it comes to stuff like this. Galaxy is okay does a good reason explaining why this is bad.
Oh yikes, this is going into a bit of a victim card territory. Cutie, I know you're young, and I know this was not intentional, but I'm young too, and I know enough not to put the fact that I was feeling depressed and devastated in a video where I'm supposed to be owning up to mistakes I've made. It comes across really strong as a pity card, and if you have been depressed over this, then yeah, that sucks, but try to handle it privately. If you know anything about me, I hate it when people try to play depression cards and apologies. Just talking about mental health online is totally fine, and it can be therapeutic, but there's a time and a place for it. When you're under fire and addressing criticisms you've gotten, throwing in the I'm depressed shit seems like you're trying to be a victim. It's also not the best look to lump in people who are genuinely criticizing you and giving you advice with, quote, haters and bashers. This slide annoys the absolute hell out of me because it reads so strongly like a pity me plea that I just can't take it seriously.
Also, if you're going to get sad and depressed because you're under fire for a mistake you made, you should not be a content creator. You're gonna get hate whether you do something bad or harmless. And if you can't handle the hate, then leave. The reason I didn't start YouTube sooner was because my parents wanted to make sure that I wouldn't let what people said get to my head, and that I was strong enough emotionally and mentally to start being a content creator. You obviously aren't strong enough in those areas when it comes to people's comments about you. So my advice is to take a break until you can. And since Cutie pulled the I'm depressed card, a lot of her white knights like to go on people's YouTube videos they've made criticizing her, saying, well, she's depressed. Like I said, if she's depressed because of what people are saying about her on the internet, then she shouldn't be a content creator. Say what you will to that. The only actual apology in the video was her apologizing for not crediting the artist of what she wants us to believe she only referenced off of, even though it is very clearly traced. I don't have a problem with tracing as long as you don't claim it as your own and or try to make money off of it. She obviously was trying to take credit for what she traced until she got called out for it. Also, something I noticed in her video, she only apologized for the common things that everyone knew she traced, not the other less common things we covered earlier in the video. Just something to think about. But yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay true to yourself and don't trace art and claim it as your own. Bye!